Turning now to our coronavirus coverage. In Fresno, COVID-19 cases have led to staffing shortages at the Fresno Police Department. But officials say public safety is not in danger. More than 100 officers are out because they have either been infected or exposed. CBS 47's Karen Alvarez live in downtown Fresno. So Karen, what kind of impact is this having on the community?
Well, Lieutenant Bill Dooley with the Fresno Police Department tells me they had 143 members out because of COVID, but because several of them have returned back to work, the number of officers out right now is 118. With 118 members currently out of the force because of COVID, the Fresno Police Department is doing all it can to keep the streets safe.
So the sworn personnel, those are our officers, sergeants, lieutenants, executive staff, etc. Our professional staff, those are our dispatchers, our crime scene investigators, our records clerk.
The department already faces a staffing crisis. Officers are currently working huge amounts of overtime to keep the entire city covered. And with COVID-19 impacting personnel, things aren't getting any easier.
We already have a significant call load. We have a very large city. We have a lot of calls for service. And when we're impacted this way because of COVID, it puts a lot of strain on those who are healthy.
The department says they're doing the best with the officers they have available.
In some cases, we're actually having to order back officers on their days off. And we look for those who volunteer first rather than mandatory ordering back.
When it comes to calls for service, Lieutenant Dooley says emergency calls, crimes in progress, or serious crimes will not be impacted at all.
The types of calls that are going to be impacted are those that are not in progress. It might be a burglary that had taken place and the person just discovered it. Those that are not a call where there's a suspect who's present, again, maybe a crime that had taken place before. But we're adjusting, we're making things work, and this will blow over at some point.
And in terms of morale within the department, Lieutenant Dooley tells me stress is high, but officers are committed to serving the public as best they can. Reporting live in Fresno, Karen Alvarez, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.